Yo, yo, yo. One, two, three in the place to be. One half at the bottom of the map. My other player partner visiting family. Um, so just wanted to do a quick instant reaction. Of course we're gonna give you a video later. Um, we can go fully in. First want to give a shout out to everybody during this holiday season. Hope y'all ate good, visited family, got to chill with your peoples. And safe travels anybody traveling. Um, you got any big booty aunties, with any friends, nieces, cousins, big booty aunties with big booty aunties, telling your player partners from the bottom of the map said what's up. But nah, man. Just wanted to tap in real quick. Um, and say I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. I fucking told you so. I told you before we got to play Georgia Tech. I said Miami has to take care of business. We lost to Georgia Tech. We came out and won a fluky game against Wake Forest. And I said, you know what's going to happen? Miami's going to be looking ahead to the ACC championship game. It's not a foregone conclusion. We're going to fuck around and lose to Syracuse. We've been having too many of these close games. Georgia Tech was one game where Georgia Tech doesn't have any offense. Syracuse has an offense. And Syracuse put up points. Miami has no defense. We haven't had a defense all year. Um, and shout out to everybody who's been calling our defense trash, even though the numbers said that we weren't trash, but that was based off the level of competition we played. Once we got into ACC play, giving up 45 to Louisville, giving up 38 to Cal, 35 to Virginia Tech. Of course, losing to Georgia Tech. Just the points that we gave up as a defense. Our secondary has been atrocious. Defensive line can't get any real penetration. Um, and our linebacking core is mediocre. Besides all of that, and I know you guys watch the game, so you seen every play, you seen every drop pass, fumble, defense can't get off the field, making Syracuse punt one time the whole game when we needed crucial stops, all the dumb penalties, the you know, just all the dumb shit we did, being up 21-0 and not extending the lead. Um, all that is a culmination of basically what's been happening all season. And for you guys who have been saying this is a good team, we've been saying without some miracle finishes, we would have 4 to 5 losses already. We're not a good team. Sorry, we not. And the crazy thing is, this is probably the best collection of talent, that based off of numbers that we've close to probably ever had. Um, We got the number one quarterback in the portal, number one um, running back. I think we got the number one and number two defensive end in Barron. Um, Barrow that came from Michigan State. The recruiting class, the two top five recruiting classes 2 years in a row. Uh, with Restrepo being the all-time leader, in a lot of the wide receiver categories. Jacoby George coming back, was a ACC, um, preseason, um, first team or second team, some third team maybe, um, with the four tight ends, um, with everything that we had, this collection of talent not being coached well, can't get it done. And that's been the story all season. Can't get the fucking job done. We knew it was gonna happen. We said, all right, the Wake Forest game, we shouldn't be patting ourselves on the back. It actually was a sloppy win. Sloppy win. The game was a lot closer. We ended up scoring 22 points late in the fourth quarter to pull away. But it's just like if we don't go to Syracuse with a sense of urgency, Like, we must win this game. We needed a statement win. We needed a win that like was a defining this season. We really beat the shit out of a quality team, even though Syracuse is not ranked, right? But a win like how Pitt beat them. Pitt beat them 41-13. I said, okay, if we come out here and we do something like that, even though Syracuse is not a ranked team, a decent squad. They got a couple decent wins. We come out here and we really dominate this game on both sides of the field. Now, like, we could make a statement trying to get to the ACC championship game. We come out 21-0. Oh, maybe the team got the message. But what do? You always go back. There's always outliers, right? For any of you mathematical guys, statistic guys, there's always outliers to the right or to the left, to the extreme right, to the extreme left. But the further you go, you eventually come back to the middle. You come back to your norm. And Miami always does this shit. They always go back to the middle. Up 21-0. All right. Syracuse scores. They start to get some momentum. What you should do, you should take control of the game. Control the game. That way, even with a team with a little bit of momentum, you still have control of the game. You don't even get a field goal. We turn around, we go into halftime. We're up 21-0, and next thing you know, it's 21-21. Next thing you know, it's 21-21. Like I said, we're gonna go through all the plays and all other stuff later. But this is about the philosophy, the principle, the overall perspective of the team. The overall perspective of the team had a lot to do with how they've been playing the whole entire season. The whole entire season, this team has been playing undisciplined, um, not being very fundamental, and their coaching is going to be subpar. What up, Cuban? Um, yeah, man. I think we're gonna eventually get a live show and let everybody call in and get their shit off. But we've been saying this shit. And shout out to South Coast. Shout out to Utah. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the defenders who are gonna defend the team. And yo, I can't even say what the fuck. How can you look at this team? How can you look at Mario and not want to fire everybody? You want to fire Shannon Dawson. You definitely got to fire Guidry. You definitely got to fire Guidry. You got to fire Guidry. This defense has been atrocious. Sorry, Frederick. As a true freshman, you have been playing well. Yeah, they definitely gonna be mad. But I don't know why they're mad. He's been basically doing this same shit the whole season, getting out coached, even with the lead, not knowing how to control the game, not knowing how to slow the game down. All right, when a team is building momentum, how do you counter? This is down 21-0, and they stick to the game plan. Cam, our offense is stagnant, and of course our defense can't stop shit. Our defense can't stop shit. And when you put all that together, this is what this team has been at. That's why me and Ike Hayes have been saying this is not a good team. Him to save us a bunch of games. But outside of that, this is not a good team. The numbers told you it was a good team. All the 5 stars and all the transfer this and Cam that and Heisman this and Heisman that. And this is the pivotal third season. This is the third season where the team gets it together. This is that turn year. And yeah, the team fucking sucks. The defense sucks. And I don't even think it's the best offense in the country, even though they keep pulling those numbers out. Not the best offense in the country. Not the best offense. Because when you up 21-0 and a team starts building momentum, the best offense takes control of the game. They take control of the game because they don't want that other team to keep gathering momentum. They score one touchdown, the crowd gets into it. They score another touchdown, the crowd, the game gets tight. As a coach, you got to make adjustments. Do we make adjustments? Nah. Does our defense make adjustments? Nah. They're going at Frederick Head. Their receiver Meek is just he's just 6'2", 230. He's big, but you leave him out there in the island. Hey, shout out to Frederick, man. Like, he's out there doing the best he can. But still, what do we see? Bad defense, right? Our scheme sucks. No communication. But this is all season. Everybody's gonna start talking about this game like it's some isolated incident. Nah, this has been all season. We've been seeing this even in games where we ended up blowing a team out like USF. You see it, like we ended up, out talenting a team like USF or out talenting a team like Duke, but Duke put up 31. Even Wake drove down the field their first two possessions and scored. No problem. Right? But this is indicative of what's been going on the entire season. The entire season. This ain't nothing new. Everybody's gonna be, oh, player this, player that. Nah, we've been calling this shit since the beginning of the season. We caught this shit once we lost to Georgia Tech and was just like, all right, the ACC championship and the playoffs is on the line. The committee does not want to put two ACC teams in. Said this a couple weeks ago. They only want the ACC champ. They think it's a weak conference. They don't want two in. Right? Some teams lose ahead of us. We still got a chance. We get in and we lose to SMU. We still got a chance to get in the playoffs. Right? But it's been 20 years in the ACC and we still haven't even. There's no chance. There's no ACC championship. Even with Cam, even with all these players. Now, I don't know what the administration, the AD and everybody's gonna do, but we gotta start looking at like the coaching staff. We have to. You can't by the numbers metrics get all the top numbers, right? We don't know if they're the best players, but by the numbers, they're saying they're the best players. By that metrics, and then they're not being coached up, so we don't know what their level of talent is. But by the metric, you've gotten everything you needed. Everything you needed, and you're still not producing. We had a fluky win against Virginia Tech, a fluky win against Cal, a fluky win against Louisville, right? We don't look dominant in any of those games. We lose to Georgia Tech, right? And we go and up 21-0. They reel off 35, 28 in a row, 35, 7 points. And this is the team that we said was a championship caliber team, at least the ACC champ caliber team. We're not even in the ACC championship game, and I told y'all it's not a foregone conclusion that we there. But y'all was calling me, we're not real Miami fans. We're not real Miami fans. You can't be a real Miami fan if you're rooting against it. We're not rooting against the team. We're just telling this shit how it is. This is the shit that's been happening week after week after week. And without fixing it or without truly addressing it, that's what they say about a problem. Like, the only way to, you know, find a remedy to an issue is to address it directly on. We circling. We're doing all this pussyfooting, beating around the bush. No, Mario has to go. All right. This team ain't gonna be shit as long as Mario is there. All right, we'll get the numbers. The number talent wise, we'll get that. But outside of that, this team not gonna be shit. We got to get rid of the coaches. Like, that's what it is. You can't say it's anything else. Like, game plans and schemes, that's coaching. And when you don't have adjustments and game plans and schemes, then what do you expect? You expect the team that based on the metrics that has all the talent, and with this soft schedule, we should be, undefeated. We should be at least playing for an ACC championship game. We're not even in the playoffs now. We're out the playoffs. They will not put two ACC teams in. They'll put SMU, and they'll find a way to get an extra SEC team in. But I'm gonna let y'all say that this shit was new. You know, I'm gonna let y'all present this shit like it wasn't happening all season. And y'all was just saying a win is a win is a win. But once you start building habits, a win is a win ain't gonna always happen. A win gonna end up a loss, and you're gonna be searching for something new. And this is the same thing. It's been the same issue that been happening all season. Same issues. And when your season's on the line, getting to the ACC championship game, potentially getting to the playoffs, this is what you come out and do. You go up big, you let the game go, you don't make adjustments, and your defense is but um just I just want to say I told you so. I told you Miami wasn't gonna take care of business. There's no urgency there. Cam, that Heisman shit, that shit's dead. Not getting invited. They'll end up inviting Shador or Dylan Gabriel. They'll invite somebody else. Cam not getting invited. Shit. Kyle McCord got better numbers than Cam. They not. I mean, you might as well invite him. But um, hopefully y'all blood pressure wasn't through the roof. Hopefully y'all ain't kick over no TV. Hopefully you didn't have to go outside and smoke a pack of cigarettes. Hit the blunt or whatever. Take you a shot of some yak. Some scotch, some gin, some whiskey. You know, just turn the TV off, man. If you need to take a walk, I had to go outside. Go take a walk, take the dog out, go play some Mortal Kombat, take some anger out. Do what you gotta do, man. But, at the end of the day, say we've been calling it. Bad habits are what they are. And they're gonna show up on the field. I just want y'all to say, I don't want to hear no new excuses. I don't want to hear nothing new. I want to hear the shit that we've been talking about, like these habits. These are not new incidences. Same shit that's been going on, but y'all have been covering up for it by just protecting Mario, protecting the coaching staff. And really, when you want the best, you don't protect them. They getting paid millions of dollars. Why are we holding their hand? Why aren't we putting like pressure on them? You get paid upwards to $1 million as a coordinator to not feel pressure to produce. If I don't produce at my job, shit, I might get written up and get fired. Like, anything can happen. Same with you guys, man. Even as a boss, like if you have, even as a supervisor, if you got somebody over you, you're still gonna have some pressure to produce. And we just feel like we don't have to pressure them to produce. Oh, give them another year. Oh no, their scheme is working. Give them a chance to put their players in. Y'all getting paid millions of dollars in SMU first year in the ACC championship. They took care of business today like they were supposed to. We could have taken care of business. It ain't like Syracuse is some juggernaut. We're not playing in the cold. We're playing in the dome. And we don't finish the fucking job. But I don't want to keep rambling on. You know, tune in. We'll probably have a show tomorrow on Monday. We usually let everybody get their shit off, and then we kind of sit and marinate on a little bit, and then we hit y'all. So look, Sunday, Monday, we hit you with a show. Man, I really want to get South Coast, want to get Cuban on, want to get a few more people on, so we might jump on the live and get some people on, man, so we can really talk about this season. Because this shit's crazy. But be safe out there. Don't go crazy. Don't spaz out on nobody. And should play a partner for the bottom of the map. I'm out.